Ajit, have you
Yes, there is.
started the recording?
Yes.
Thank you everyone for joining. My name is Tejas. Um, so today,
Today,
can you please go on mute?
on mute.
Hello.
No,
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Uh,
no.
please go on
Uh,
mute.
Please go on mute.
Thank you. So, guys, we before starting EWM, okay, what is important is we should understand what are the concepts, okay, that are used in day-to-day warehouse or in day-to-day EWM terminologies. Okay, or we might be aware of the concepts, or we might not be aware of them. Okay, but we have to make sure that we go through them because there should not be anything that should be missed out. Okay, so have any one of you seen a warehouse before? Yes, no.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Even I have not seen a warehouse. Okay, but that doesn't mean that I'll not be able to work in EWM, or I'll not be able to work in the extended warehouse management module. Okay, all you have to do is imagine a module, imagine a warehouse. Okay, and you have to work and try to apply the processes. Okay, it is that easy. It is not very difficult. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, yeah. So now, does any one of you is there anyone who doesn't know what is SAP also? Or are you guys aware what is a SAP software, what it does? Okay. Can you just unmute and tell me, is there anyone who doesn't know what is a SAP? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. But guys, I asked you a question. Can you please tell me? It'll be easier for me to explain you in that perspective. Are you guys aware? Okay, I'll just take names. Ravindra Gaikwad, do you know what is a SAP?
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Thank you. Bhushan,
Thank you. Bhushan,
Yes, sir. I'm aware of it.
Viresh,
Viresh.
Yes, this is I'm
Yes,
aware of it.
I'm aware of it.
Sunil, Dayanand,
Yes,
Arfa.
I'm aware.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, we are.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
aware of that.
Okay, perfect. So you guys know what is SAP. Okay. So just to iterate, SAP in simple layman's language, it is a software which is used to manage your business processes, your data. Okay, your stock positions. Okay. So similarly, what EWM module is going to do, it is going to manage your warehouse related stock situations. Okay, it is going to give you a detailed level of information about your warehouse. It is going to manage your inbound processes, outbound processes, internal processes within a warehouse. Okay. Now, what is a warehouse? So, warehouse is a large building wherein the goods are stored. Okay. It will have docking facilities. What is a docking facility? Docking facilities means a area within a warehouse wherein you will unload your goods, okay, from the truck, or you will load your load the goods into the truck. Okay. Sorry. Now, if I compare the warehouse, okay, the easiest comparison that I can go ahead and do is of a warehouse. Okay, how does a warehouse works? So warehouse will work just like our home. Okay, now what happens there? is, see, just take an example of our home. Okay, if we are bringing some groceries, okay, from supermarket or from some shopkeeper, okay, we bring the groceries into our home, yes or no? So when we bring the groceries, like let's say there are 10 15 items that we have brought, or let's say we order something, okay, or we get the all essentials that are required in our home at the start of the month, okay. So when the um, shopkeeper okay, sorry, when the when we bring that bag, or when we bring the box um from the shopkeeper, what we do is we take the bag in our home, okay. Similarly, when the vendor is a person who, from whom we go ahead and purchase the goods, okay. So similarly, when a vendor sends something and the truck arrives to the warehouse, what we do is we unload the goods and we take it into a warehouse, okay. Now when we take the goods into our home, let's say, okay, we open that box or we open that bag, and what we do is we start keeping the things into its required places, okay. Now, for example, if you bring a sugar packet, okay, it has a dedicated space in your home. If you bring a oil packet, it has a dedicated space in your home. Let's say you bring washing soaps or toothpaste, okay. They have to be kept in the dedicated area near, let's say, washrooms, okay. So every product, okay, that is coming in your home has a place, okay. We just don't keep everything together in one place and then we take or use things, okay. We don't do that. We have dedicated places in our kitchen area or in the entire house to keep the products, yes or no? Now, who has decided these rules, that where this will go, where that will go, okay. So at least in my home, my mother decides where things have to be kept. Okay. So similarly, the warehouse, the business will decide what product, okay, which is received in the warehouse has to be kept where. Okay. So now firstly, there is a concept called as put away. Okay. Now what does a put away mean? So anything that is received in the warehouse, anything that is received in the warehouse, okay, the process of keeping that product in the final destination in the warehouse is called as put away. Got it, guys? Put away means anything that is received in the warehouse, okay, the process of keeping that product in the final destination location, whatever that is, okay. I will not go deep into EWM terminologies as of now, because we are just starting. We are not going to see SAP. Okay, first. So when this will happen? This will happen during inbound process. Inbound process means you are going to order something and you're going to receive something. Okay, you're going to order something from a vendor. You're receiving going to receive the products. Once the products are received into your warehouse, okay, what will happen, you will take those products, okay. Now once you receive, unload, that means you are taking the goods out of a truck, okay, and you're keeping it near the door, okay. And then further what you are doing is you are going to go ahead, okay, and pick as in pick the products from the door area, and you will keep it in the dedicated area inside the warehouse, okay. Are you guys getting it? If you have doubts, if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, so that process, okay, is called as put away process. Okay, so I'll be using this word, as in me and Ajit, I will be using this word a lot of times. What is a put away? So every time we say, just do the put away, that means you have to you have to move the products, okay, to the final area or to the destination bin. Okay. Now, on the other hand side, there is a process called as stock removal. Okay. Now, stock removal is very easy, which means if you have a order from a customer, okay, and customer is saying, hey, send me 10 quantities of this product. Okay, product A, 10 quantities, send me. So this product is already stored into your warehouse, okay, somewhere. That's the reason you are going to sell it. Okay, if you don't have the products, that means you are not going to sell it. Okay, you are going to deny the order. Now a sales order is raised. Okay, and what happens here, stock removal is a part of outbound process, as in you're going to sell something to the customer. Okay, so what is a stock removal? As in going ahead and picking something, okay, which is already there in the warehouse, so that you have, as in you will take that quantity and you will load that quantity into a truck, and you will issue that quantity from goods issue, is the correct word. Okay, you'll goods issue the quantity from the warehouse. Okay, so that is called as stock removal process. Okay, do you guys have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, now there is a concept of strategies. Okay, now I told you that when the products, for example, uh, if we are bringing a toothpaste in our home, it has got a place where we have to keep the toothpaste. Okay, if we are bringing a oil packet, it has a place where we have to keep things. Okay, or let's say if we are bringing a milk packet, okay, it will go ahead and sit in the, and we are not using it, as soon as we bring it into our home. What we do is we keep it in the refrigerator. Okay, so uh, and we discussed that these rules have been decided by someone in our home. Okay, but what about system? Okay, we can go ahead and tell the system. Okay, basically we are going to go ahead and maintain strategies in the system. Okay, which is, first strategy is called as put away strategy. Now you guys know what is a put away. Okay, and the second one is called as stock removal strategy. Okay, now put away strategy means, put away means you're going to keep the products in the final location which is received into your warehouse. Okay, so I'll just talk about put away strategy. Now put away strategy means you are going to tell the system, you're going to tell the software that if I am receiving product A, it will go and sit in this area. If I'm receiving product B, it will go ahead and sit in this area. If I'm receiving product D, it will go ahead and sit in this area. Okay, which means you are telling the system that this is the strategy, okay, applied for each product. Okay, and we are going to see that in detail. I'm just giving you an overview of what is the put away strategy or what is the stock removal strategy. If you don't understand it, that's fine. Okay, but all you have to go ahead and think is that we are going to tell the system that based on the product, okay, system is going to tell us where to keep the product. Okay, now if, let's say if product A is received into our warehouse. Okay, so received, that means it is an inbound delivery, yes or no? So w- once that is unloaded or once that is received into your warehouse, okay, where will you keep that? Okay, where will you where will you keep that in the warehouse? System is going to tell us. Okay, but when will system tell us? When we tell system what is the strategy that has to be applied. Okay, we tell the strategy to the system. and system is going to give the final location in the warehouse for that product. Okay, so to do this, what we do is we go ahead and set up put away strategies. Okay, on the similar lines, in the outbound from the outbound perspective, just give me a moment, guys. Okay. Sorry, guys. So on the similar lines, if you're talking about the outbound process, okay, in the outbound process, what happens is, if so, as in I'd given an example like five products, five quantities of product A is required. Now warehouse is so big, okay. How will you find that where the product is kept? Okay, so here also system is going to tell you, okay, where you have to go ahead and pick the quantities from. Okay, and there can be multiple reasons, multiple criterias for picking a product. Okay, so all that will come under the stock removal strategy. Okay, so what is a strategy? Strategy is basically something that going to do in the system. Okay, wherein we are going to tell or teach the system. Okay, if something is received, if some product is received, system has to tell us where we have to keep that. Okay, it is going to give us a bin. Okay, whereas on the outbound, from the outbound perspective, system is also going to tell us where we have to keep, as in where we have to pick the quantity from. Okay, so that is called as a strategy. Okay, now I'm not sure if you guys have seen the warehouse or not, but what I will do is I'll try to find something on a Google, and we can go ahead and discuss the warehouse. Okay, give me a moment. I'm trying to find out a better image for you, and then I'll share my screen, and then we will. Okay, okay, I'm going to share my screen here. Just let me know if you can view it or not. Do you see it? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, see, guys, these are trucks. Okay, warehouse will look like this. Okay, this is a building. This is a door. Okay, this black color is a door. Here, the truck is docking to the door. Okay, I'm not sure what is the process carried out here. Let's say inbound process is carried out. This truck is bringing some goods to our warehouse. So, what will happen? We are going to unload the goods. Okay, as soon as we unload the goods, we keep it here in this specific area. Okay, and then when the truck goes, we move the products one by one to these areas. These are high racks wherein the boxes or pallets are stored. Okay, so warehouse will look something like this. Different image. Yeah, see, when the inside here, the boxes are unloaded and they are kept near the door. Okay, so that area is called as staging area. Okay, that area is called as staging area. A area within a warehouse, a area within a warehouse where you keep the products after unloading. You know what is unloading? Unloading means removing the products from the truck. That is called as unloading. Okay, after unloading you keep the products. So you will not do always like you'll go inside the truck, pick a box, walk here and then keep here and then go back. Okay, that is not an efficient process. So what happens is you go in the truck, you and you unload everything here, and then the truck has to leave. Okay, we have to give the we have to take minimum time of the truck. Okay, so what we do is we firstly take out everything and then we keep everything in the required places. Okay, within the warehouse. So this area near to the door, okay, where we unload the products. Okay, is called as inbound staging area. Okay. Similarly, if we are going to send something to a customer, okay, what we do is, and there are 10 boxes, okay, that has to be sent. So what we do is we bring all the 10 boxes near to the door, and when the truck comes, we move the 10 boxes from here to here, here to here. Okay. Instead of moving it from here to the truck, we move it from, uh, as in, we try to keep it closer to the door area. Okay. So hence, that is called as outbound staging area. Okay. That area is called as outbound staging area. Okay. I'm just trying to tell you what are the areas or what are the terminologies in the warehouse. Okay. Do you have any doubts in what we just spoke? Is you have any doubts?
No, sir.
No from my side.
Perfect.
No.
Okay. So this is a warehouse, actual warehouse. Also, we'll just take a look at a picture. Okay. Okay. This is the actual view of a warehouse. Okay. These are huge racks. Okay, wherein the boxes, pallets are kept on one top of the another. It is not compulsory that you keep it in the racks. You can, heavy products are kept on the floor as well. See, on the floor also the products are kept. See, so guys, not a problem. Okay, if you have not seen a warehouse, that's fine. Okay, but we can go always go ahead and look at different types of things from the Google images. Okay, or the best thing is your imagination. Okay, now uh, do you know what is a pallet? Is, do you know what is a pallet? Is there anyone who doesn't know what is a pallet? Okay. On the safer side, this is a pallet. Have you guys seen it before?
No.
No? Okay. You have seen it. Have you guys seen it now? This thing you have seen it, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So the bottom thing is called a pallet. Okay. And on top of pallet, we keep boxes. So this entire thing is one pallet. This entire thing is another pallet. This entire thing is another pallet. Okay. We, as in, we'll use these terminologies in day-to-day teaching. Okay, that's the reason we're trying to cover it. There are different types of pallets: wooden pallets, plastic pallets, and all those things. Okay, that are, those are different things. See, if I go back, see sizes of pallets: plastic pallets, uh, single fork pallet or double fork pallet. What, why this space is given? The space, this box here and this box here, why it is given? Any guesses? Any guesses?
to handle that
Yeah, yeah, definitely to handle it. But what do you think is the equipment or machine that is going to handle the pallet?
A
forklift.
forklift.
Very good. Okay, so yeah, the forks of the forklift will go inside these, uh, let's say, holes. Okay, and it will go ahead and pick that pallet. Okay, so do you know what is a carton box? Okay, so if you have come to forklift, for those who don't know what is a forklift, is basically this machine, okay, or this vehicle which is moving the products inside a warehouse, or from the truck to the warehouse, or from the warehouse to the truck. Okay, so types of forklifts, different types of forklift. We don't care about types. Okay, all we have to do is maintain it as a resource in the warehouse. Okay, And it's just not that only forklift can be maintained. You can maintain a crane, you can maintain a human resource also. Okay, no issues. Or you can maintain this thing also. This is a manual forklift. Okay, to lift comparatively lighter products. Okay. Now, do you know what is a carton box?
No.
But this is a carton box. We've seen it. We call it as cardboard box or brown box, different names, but it is actually called as a carton box. Okay, we are going to use this in our packing related process. Okay, so there are different types of packing carton boxes. Okay, see, your pizza box is also a carton box. Okay. So, okay, now the next thing is, um, do you know what is a handling unit? You know what is a handling unit? Yes, no.
No.
Okay. So handling unit. Okay, this thing is very important. Handling unit. Note it. Okay, if you are taking the notes, handling unit means packaging material plus product. Now, what is this? This is a packaging material. If I keep a product inside it and I pack this packaging material, the outer box plus product, okay, inside box together is called as handling unit. Okay, not these drums. Okay, this drum. Okay, this drum, a single drum, and whatever liquid product inside it. Okay, is a handling unit. What that means is packaging material, which is the drum plus the product inside that. Let's say oil. Together is called as a handling unit. Okay. Do you know what is a tote? Totes means, see, these kind of things. Okay. Uh, what do you call this thing usually? I don't know, but it is called as a tote. Okay. So containers or totes, different types of drawers. Let's say um small containers for picking products. Okay, are called as totes. See, these you have at least seen. Okay, so these are called as totes. So what is a handling unit? Handling unit, pallet. Okay, packed pallet. Packed pallet is also a, this entire thing is also a handling unit. Okay, this thing, which means packaging material is the bottom one, and on top of that we have a product. Okay, and it doesn't matter if it is having one packaging material or two. Here in this scenario, the bottom thing is also a packaging material, and here the carton box is also there, the brown box. Okay, and there is a product inside it. Okay, even if you are using two packaging materials. Okay, but if you are saying that it is packaging material plus product. Okay, it is called as handling unit. Okay, any doubts, guys?
No, sir.
Everyone? Now these handling units, okay, are identified in the warehouse with a unique number. Okay, handling unit in warehouse. So see, what is this? This is a handling unit, and what is stick on that? is a label. Okay, that is called as a handling unit label, which means it is having a specific number to it, a unique number that is given to a handling unit. Now, how do you identify if these are the boxes that are kept in the warehouse? Okay, the boxes should have its own identity. Yes or no? Okay, guys, this is just an overview. Okay, we are going to see everything in detail. Don't worry about it. I just want to make you aware of the concepts or things that are usually used in the warehouse. Okay, so every box should have a identity to it. Okay, hence what we do is we give a unique number to a handling unit. Okay, now you know what is a handling unit. Okay, that's the reason I'm giving the reference of handling unit directly now. So see here, every box has got a label on top of it. Okay, now that label is having a number. Okay, it can be numericals, it can be alphanumeric also. Okay, doesn't matter. So that is a handling unit label which is stick on the box. Okay, now if that handling unit or the label is stuck, I'll just give you label. Okay, see something like this. Even if you order something from Amazon or any site, Flipkart or anything. Okay, you see these kind of labels onto your delivery packages. Okay, why they are there? Because it holds a lot of information, like who is the receiver, who is the sender. See, this is the number of your handling unit. Okay, or your package. Now this is a very huge number. So what happens, what this person is doing here?
Scanning.
Yes, he's doing the scanning. Okay, and scanning is a very important part in the warehouse. See, this person is also holding something in his hand and he is scanning a barcode. Okay, do you know what this is called? We have to use this. Okay, in EWM, this is very important.
RF
This,
gun.
yes, very good, very good. RF gun. Okay, so these are called as RF guns. Okay, and we have to see, we don't have this device. Okay, but in SAP software we can try to mimic what this person is doing. Okay, and we have to do that to be frank. Okay, because not all the processes will run on laptop or on tablets, but sometimes the processes will run on RF. Okay, so my next point was RF guns, wherein you guys know it now. These are different types of RF guns. To be frank, now uh, nowadays people have started using mobile phones, smartphones, and iPads, tablets. Okay, because scanning. See why this was important, because it was scanning the code. Okay, now our camera is also scanning a QR code. So people are trying to move to easier things. Okay, so this is a RF gun. Okay, any doubts till now, guys? Yes, no. Okay, so now there are a few processes, as in, I'm sorry, EBF. I just asking you guys. Do you guys have experience in any other module like MM or SD, or you're totally new to SAP? Can you guys tell me? I just wanted to ask because it becomes easier for me to explain you guys. Ravindra, do you have any other module experience?
On MM.
MM, perfect. Sunil,
MM. I am having experience on MM.
okay. Viresh, Dayanand,
Yeah, I'm making on MM.
okay. Then,
And I'm also an MM expert.
okay, great. Bhushan, about Bhushan, I know it. Irfan, Ilas also, I know it. Okay, that's fine. So, guys, actually, I wanted to explain you what is a physical inventory process because most of the freshers don't know what is a physical inventory process. But I hope you guys know what is a physical inventory process. Just to talk about it, we are trying to keep the actual stock situation in the warehouse and the stock situation in the system, okay, in sync. That means you are going to maintain both the things, um, or how can I say it better? You are trying to keep both the stock situation same. Okay, if you have 10 quantities in physical, your system should also be showing 10 quantities. Okay, there should not be any discrepancies. To avoid those discrepancies and to correct them, we do a physical inventory process wherein we go ahead and print a document, we count the things and we post the differences if there are any. Okay, physical inventory was comparatively easy. Okay, whereas the EWM physical inventory is a very complex configuration setup, I would say. Okay, so you guys are aware about it. Next thing is, are you guys aware about what is replenishment process? You guys
No,
are
sir.
aware about?
Is
Okay,
aware of. Okay.
that's fine. I'll explain. Okay, 1% doesn't know it. Let me give you an example of supermarket. Okay, I'm sure you all must have visited a supermarket till now. DMart, Big Bazaar, anything. It can be Star Bazaar, Godrej. Okay, it can be anything. So, guys, you see there are racks that are kept as soon as you enter a supermarket for you for us to go ahead and pick the required products, okay, and keep it in that basket. And towards the end, we take that basket to the billing counter. Okay. Now these racks, okay, which are kept, will hold a lot of products. Yes or no? And what the supermarket tries is it tries to keep the maximum number of products, okay, not a single, okay, different products onto that rack. Okay, let's say 10 packets of biscuit, another 10 packets of biscuit, two, another 10 packets of noodle, okay, another 10 packets of something else. Okay, now do you think that is the only stock these guys have with them? 10 packets? No. Okay, they have a reserve storage with them. They have a reserve storage with them. And what happens is whenever the quantity, okay, is becoming less in the racks, okay, what they will do is they will go to the reserve stock, okay, or there go down, and they'll bring the quantity and they will replenish that specific rack. Now replenishment is an internal process. What happens here is, let's say you have kept 10 packets, okay, and you've always seen that the supermarket employees, they go around, they are always taking a walk, and they see that if the quantities are going down, or if there can be a system, okay, we can do it automatically also. That system will suggest you that you have to replenish this area with this product. Okay, that can also be done in the system. But when, let's say if there are 10 packets of biscuit, okay, if quantity falls below 5, okay, that means that becomes a threshold value. So minimum quantity, if quantity falls below 5, go ahead and replenish it, make it 10 again, maximum number of quantity 10. Okay, so you, that process, okay, of making the quantities back to 10 is called as replenishment. You go ahead, go to the reserve stock, pick it from there, and reserve your primary area, okay, which is accessible to the customers. Okay, so that was an example of a supermarket. This can also be done in a warehouse. Okay, there are some fast moving products, which means these are let's say hot selling products. Okay, as in you always have orders for these products. So what you do is, instead of keeping them far in some corner of a warehouse, you try to maintain the stock near to your outbound staging area, which means it becomes easier for you to pick the quantity from a shorter distance. Okay, and when the quantity falls below a certain minimum number of quantity, what you do is you go ahead and trigger the replenishment process for that. Okay, so that is basically called as a replenishment process. Any doubts here, guys?
No, sir.
Perfect. Now there is a process called as deconsolidation. Okay, deconsolidation means you, the name suggests you are trying to separate something. Okay, so you're going to separate something. Now there can be a scenario. Let's say I'm ordering something from Sunil. Okay, I'm saying Sunil, send me two products. Okay, product A and product B, five quantities each. Okay, what Sunil does is Sunil packs both the products into a single box. Okay, and he sends that to me in a truck. I receive that quantity. What happens now is that I don't keep product A and product B in the same place. Like I don't keep my sugar packet and my toothpaste in the same place when they are brought in the home. Okay, what I do is I open the box, I take out the sugar packet, I keep it in the kitchen area. I take out the toothpaste box, okay, and I keep that in the cleaning near cleaning rooms. Okay, whatever it is. So this same process, what I did in the home, can be done in a warehouse. Okay, you open a box, you pull out both the products. Okay, product A, product B, five quantities each. Okay, and you can pack them separately, and then you keep them into your warehouse. Okay, keeping them in the warehouse is called as put away. This thing of separating the products, okay, and packing it differently is called as deconsolidation. Any doubts? What is a deconsolidation? Yes, no?
Can you please repeat
Okay.
the decon?
Yeah, deconsolidation is basically, let's say you are receiving two different kind of products, okay, in a single box. Okay. Oh, which example do you want me to give? Shall I give you the home related example, or shall I give you a warehouse related example? What is easier for you to understand?
Warehouse related.
Warehouse related. Let's say uh, you keep your solid products and your liquid products in two different areas in a warehouse. Okay, that is a scenario. Now we are ordering something from a vendor. Okay, by five eaches of a solid product and five eaches of or 5 liters of liquid products. Okay, what vendor does is he packs both the products in a single box. Now, when it is received into your warehouse, okay, will you keep that box in a solid area or will you keep that in the liquid area? What will you do?
We will separate the material.
That is called as deconsolidation. So when you bring that into your warehouse, okay, you take it to a work center. Now, this is a EWM related concept. What is a work center? Don't worry about it. Not going to talk. I was going to tell you next thing is work center. Okay. So let me show you what is a work center. Okay. It becomes easier than for you also to understand where it is done, what is a work center. I was just going to come to the work center. This thing is called as a work center. It is basically an area within a warehouse. Okay, wherein the packing, repacking, breaking of the boxes, removing the products from one box and keeping it into another box. Okay, all the things are done under work center. Okay, now you will bring that box here. You will open that box. You will take out the products. You will take the new packaging boxes. Okay, and you will pack them separately. Okay, from there you move it solid quantities to the solid area, liquid quantities received to the liquid area. Okay, but what is a work center now? As okay, firstly, did you understand what is the deconsolidation?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And everyone understood it, right? Then only I'll go to, and tell you what things happen on a
Yes.
work center. Okay, so see here, these guys are doing what they are doing. Products are received here. They're picking the products. They're picking the ideal box out of it. Okay, preparing a box out of this flat packaging material. Okay, put the product inside it, pack it, put the apply the label, and then send it for further processing, whatever it is. Now, different type of processes can be performed on a work center, which means basically, firstly, packaging, yes or no. If you have received a loose quantity, let's say five quantities were received loose in a truck, we took them in the warehouse and we packed them in our warehouse, because I manage that. I don't manage those products loosely in my warehouse. I manage them in a packaging material, okay, or in boxes. So that is first thing, which is packing process can be carried out on the work center. Okay. Second thing is repacking. Now, what is repacking? For example, I am sending some goods to you guys. Okay, and I'm sending it in a box wherein the box has my logo, my company's logo. Okay, but you keep the products in the boxes which has your own logo. Okay, so removing the product from one box, okay, which is I have sent you that box, and keeping that products into your own company's logos box, okay, is called as repacking. It's just like you keep as in you pull out a product from a box and you keep it in another box. Okay, that is called as repacking. Any doubts here? Yes, no.
No.
Okay, I'll take that as a no. Okay. Um, then we can also go ahead and perform value added services. Now, what is value added service? Value added services. See, the name is suggesting it. Value. We're going to add some value to the product received. Look, okay. So, for example, a very favorite example I always take is you've ordered some nuts and bolts, okay, or some iron product, okay, which is prone to rusting. So once you receive it into your warehouse, and if you want to give a longer life to that product, what you do is you apply a anti-rusting coat to that product, okay, or you basically dip into a solution wherein you you dip it into the anti-rusting solution, okay, which means you are applying something. You're trying to add a value to that, okay. The product is not changing, okay, but you're trying to add a value to it. Let's say if I give you another example, if it is a clothing industry, okay, and a shirt has been stitched, okay, and it is sent to your warehouse, okay, but the um, buttons are not put on the shirt, okay. So if you're adding buttons to the shirt, okay, buttons are a part of a shirt, right? If you're adding buttons to the shirt, you're adding a value, okay. So you do anything to the received quantity, okay, you are adding a value to that, which means is you are doing a value added service, and that value added service is also done on a work center. So work center basically it is a generic I would say terminology, but there can be different types of processes that can be performed on a specific work center. We're going to create a work center, in the warehouse. Okay, we are going to see how to create a warehouse and all those things. A lot of things are there. Okay, but we are going to create a work center. We are going to see how packing is done, repacking is done, how deconsolidation is done, everything. Okay, so this is what I had from my end, uh, wherein nothing related to SAP was involved. It was just a brief talk about warehouse processes, some terminologies related to it. Ajit, do you want to go ahead and add anything if I missed your?
No, no, that's fine.
Okay. Shall we go ahead and stop for today, or what should we do?
We can stop if they don't have any doubts then.
Yeah, as in, okay, please stop the recording. Guys, do you have any doubts? We have not entered SAP. We'll talk about SAP